This ain't helping its case. All right, so Deep Humor posted a video saying that YouTube ads are getting ridiculous.
It is unbelievable
and
that they've done this.
Personally, oh my gosh, hold on, wait. I know. I know. If you pay for YouTube Premium, good on you. I cannot be like, they force it too much. Like, they want you to do it so bad that I'm kind of like forcibly being rebellious. That even though like everything's a subscription nowadays, complaining doesn't really do anything for you. It's like with YouTube specifically, how strict and whatever, and like it's just fucked up. Like, you feel me? It's like 90 plus is crazy. And now sometimes you can't even skip, like you can skip one ad out of the like 3 that they'll show you. It's getting worse. But they force it on me so much. They force it on us so much that I'm just like, absolutely not. You're not getting any money from me, but they can get y'all money if you so please.
Well, it's official. 90-second unskippable ads are here, and I think YouTube ads are just going to keep getting worse every single day. So YouTube has just tripled, yes, tripled its unskippable ad length on TVs to 90 seconds as Google attempts to bring more traditional television advertisers to the platform. It is unbelievable that they've done this because it was only just recently that they bumped up the ad length to 30-second unskippable ads on TV. I made a video on March 11, 2026 talking about the fact that YouTube viewers are going to be seeing 30-second unskippable ads on their TV unless they buy YouTube Premium. This was only like a month ago since they've done this.
That's what I'm talking about. Trying to force it.
Funny. What if we just tripled the ad length from 30 seconds to 90 seconds instead? No, this is not a bug. Tons of Reddit users have been talking about this, saying, oh, it has begun. I'm watching on TV and this was on a 40-minute video. This is blasphemy. The reaction was exactly what you'd expect, with people saying you may as well watch regular TV at that point. YouTube is so ridiculous with their ads. There will be times when I literally cannot go 1 minute into a video without an ad playing. That after 2 ads already played before the video even started. Here's another person saying, I'm speechless. It was 90 seconds plus, but I was too stunned to pause it quickly. Thankfully, I was able to hit the block ad thing and skip it. Is YouTube already desperate for money? That explains why they can't make their TV app less annoying. And you know what's
like, and I know, you know, people that are older, come to the front. I know, hold on, wait, come to the front. Because y'all used to sit through, and I'm talking like we didn't watch cable when I was younger too, but y'all did it for longer, where it was just like, okay, commercial breaks were a thing. So, you know, you could look at it and be like, oh yeah, you know, everybody had to sit through commercials. Like, y'all are just being like, you know, y'all have been babied. Like, it's a luxury to have 15-second, 30-second ads. But that was like the whole point of YouTube. Well, not the whole point, but it was one of the like key features of it, where it was like, okay, well, when TV started dying out, people going to streaming platforms and people going to YouTube especially, it was just like, okay, well, you could just watch the content. It wasn't, we'll be right back after this break. Like, no, the most you have to wait is 30 seconds to a minute. And it was like, okay, this is worth it. This is fine. It's funding whatever creator. This is, you know, but they lost the plot so bad. And it's actually so sick to see how greedy YouTube has gotten.
What's ironic about this statement is YouTube
coming from somebody on their platform, you know,
and it just goes to show that no matter how much money that YouTube, Google, or pretty much any company in the world will get, they always want more. Here's another screenshot saying this is getting out of hand. Again, this one says skip in 90 plus seconds. Holy crap, man. Here's someone saying an 84-second ad. This is the first time I've gotten it so long. There are times like this where I feel like YouTube is honestly just poking and prodding at us on purpose and trying to piss the community off because they just know that we can't do anything about it, and they know that there is no viable competitor to YouTube. Another ad related video I made like a month ago was talking about the fact that a lot of people were getting unskippable ads on their phones that were actually staying permanently on the bottom left. There are like these ads like AFK Journey or whatever that are just on the bottom left. And when you go ahead and try to click the 3 dots that you see on screen and try to dismiss the ad, it actually just wouldn't let you. So the ad would just persist throughout your entire time watching your YouTube.
I never tried to.
This is also after everyone already knows that YouTube actually throttles the app and the browser in general if you actually have ad blockers on. YouTube is making so many ads on the platform to the point where people feel like
I used to have an ad blocker on here because I would be streaming and it was like, okay, well, obviously I'm trying to react to stuff. People aren't trying to watch ads, you know, like it's already Twitch. That's already one of Twitch's like biggest complaints is people are like, okay, the ads be too long, ad break, 11 ads in a row. Fuck no. But it's like, all right, bro, I'm trying to stream. So I put on an ad blocker. After like a few months, that's when they initiated this. And it was like, damn, I can't even, you feel me? At least this time, like, it was a desktop exclusive. It wasn't like everybody was skipping ads.
Even use this service without an ad
But
blocker.
they
and
put
YouTube
it into
actually goes
it.
ahead and responds to that by saying, hey, actually, you actually can't use our platform if you have an ad blocker.
Literally.
Sometimes it'll say this content isn't available. Sometimes the comments will look like they're turned off. Sometimes your entire web page will slow down and it will say ad blockers are not allowed on YouTube. You need to turn that shit off
That's
before you watch any video.
To me.
Now, when YouTube is constantly making ridiculous decisions like this, the question comes to mind of why? Why is YouTube doing this, right? Now, obviously, the obvious answer is money.
Greed.
But you also want to think about how and why YouTube wants to make this money, because the real thing is they want you to get YouTube Premium. That's why they're introducing YouTube Premium Lite. That's why they're pushing more and more
Do you remember the first sign of YouTube greed? Do y'all remember when YouTube tried to be like TV? I forgot what it was called. Whether it was like YouTube, like something. It was YouTube something. I want to see if I could look it up, but I don't even want to take that much time away from doing this. But like, bro, it was when like YouTubers, big YouTubers, I remember with people like, who had one? Fuck, I don't even remember. But it was, I know MatPat had one. He definitely had like a little show, whatever. PewDiePie had one where it was basically like a show, but you had to pay for it. That was the first sign that YouTube, you know what I'm saying? It was gonna go downhill from there. Honestly, that flopped, and they was like, okay, so how can we extort them? Because this ain't work.
Advertising onto the platform, not just on the TV, but also on the phone and also on the desktop, because they want you to be locked into this subscription. Let's face it, we're in a subscription world now. That's what you have to do to watch your favorite shows, to listen to music that you want to listen to. And hell, I mean, nowadays you need like subscriptions to like use things in your car, and just buy your smart fridge or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised where in other countries where they use bidets to wash their booty holes and stuff like that, you probably need a subscription to do that too. So that is really going to be the main reason why YouTube is doing this and why their push for ads and making these ads now 90 seconds uninterrupted is so high. And again, this is not a new thing because YouTube has been on an ad-friendly offensive lately. And when they say lately in this article, I would say in like the last 3 or 4 years or so, pushing more ads to viewers at large and punishing anyone with an ad blocker through various means. Some viewers are now finding themselves subject to 90-second ads far longer than the 30-second bumpers the company only just made official last month. One viewer spotted these ads on a 40-minute video, while one commenter mentioned seeing them on a video under 20 minutes. So length doesn't appear to be a factor where these are appearing. Unsurprisingly, practically every reply to this chain seems to be negative, with most viewers recommending unofficial third-party YouTube clients attempting to offer ad blocker support or just reminiscing on the good old days. In the case of both Reddit posts, the actual ad block served by YouTube appears to actually be longer than 90 seconds. It's the ability to skip these ads that unlocks after that initial time frame. These changes, like those 30-second bumpers, also appear to lock to TV viewers at the moment, rather than also rolling out to desktop and mobile viewers. All of this appears to spawn from Google's attempts at bringing more traditional television advertisers to the platform, just as you'd find on cable TV or more recently on ad-supported streaming plans. And that's the problem with the world nowadays. I mean, YouTube used to be the escape from TV. People used to go to YouTube because not only did they not want to watch traditional, highly produced TV content that felt really fake, but they could also escape the millions of ads on TV that they would be subject to when they were watching whatever show that they were watching. But now on YouTube, it seems like it's going to be just like actual TV, if not worse, because the ads are appearing way more frequently than the ads do on TV as well. I feel like
that's worse.
And this is more frequently. YouTube TV has already become a massive success around the world, with YouTube TV emerging as a dominant live TV streaming service in the US with over 9.4 million subscribers by early 2025 and projections to become the top provider by 2026. They have all their YouTube TV plan stuff that are like $50 a month. Some are like $80 a month, and they actually get more viewers now than actual cable TVs. So YouTube is dominating to the point where they're making money across every single platform that you can think of, every single device that you can think of, computer, phone, TV, it doesn't really matter. They dominate everything. And still, despite the billions, if not possibly trillions of dollars that they're making,
that's what I'm about to say.
Still not enough money for them. And now they need to force 90-second unskippable ads down our throats. And I actually think that they're longer than 90 seconds. These changes arrive less than 2 months after Google.
We got to start closing our mouths. We can't keep taking this. Like, we have to do something about this. If we sit, you feel me? If we keep sitting down when they say sit, then they're going to keep telling us to sit down. The demands are going to start getting farther. It's going to be lay down. It's going to be roll over. It's going to be Paul. You feel me? And it's like, we got to do something. Somebody else, please. Make an app, bro. I know there's a lot of developers, app people, whatever. There has to be another platform as a competition. You know what I mean? When you let one platform have all this power, we kind of low-key have no choice but to sit down when they say sit down, you know?
Launch a revamped YouTube Premium Lite in the US, delivering ad-free playback, background audio, and offline downloads for practically every video that isn't related to music for $8 per month. But considering the war of attrition YouTube users have been put through over the past year or two, I can't fault anyone for digging their heels and simply out of spite. The days of YouTube being a simple, user-driven platform are over. Clearly, Google sees it as a natural Netflix rival and an obvious landing place for all sorts of advertising. And once again, that is the problem. YouTube used to be that place that was user-driven, and it felt like it was its own unique thing because it was YouTube. It was about broadcasting yourself. It was about the content creators on the platform actually making themselves the advertisement as opposed to the advertisements themselves, if that makes sense. But now we've entered the era of 90-second unskippable ads on TV, and it's only a matter of time before that's going to come to desktop and mobile as well. Anytime YouTube makes an awful decision, everyone's like, well, maybe they'll walk that back, or maybe it's just a glitch or a bug or whatever. We always end up being wrong. It always ends up being something that YouTube is intentionally doing. And like I said, it is only a matter of time before it goes to mobile and desktop as well. This is like the top post on YouTube's Reddit page. And obviously it just goes to show how tired people are of YouTube ads and how they just keep getting shoved down our throats over and over again. And this is obviously not sponsored or anything like that, but I mean, that's why I got to point out Brave. Obviously, if you guys don't know, Brave is a browser where you can watch any YouTube video ad-free and you can watch them on desktop and mobile. I don't believe they have a dedicated TV app yet, but you can actually watch any YouTube video you want ad-free on Brave. And I know I could probably get in trouble for saying that. And like I said, Brave is not sponsoring me in any sort of way. I just really like their product, and I feel like they really need more eyes and people really need to know more about Brave, especially in the era of Google and YouTube just constantly shoving ads down your throat. 90-second unskippable ads are absolutely ridiculous. So the fact that that's a thing, and the fact that now we're going to be subject to having almost 2-minute long ads, because again, they were 90 seconds plus, is unbelievable. And it just goes to show that YouTube does not care about its actual viewers. They're going and leaning more towards the direction of TV, and they're almost as bad as Twitch now, because Twitch also has those like 2.5-minute unskippable ads. I mean, YouTube's pretty close. Now, granted,
we as the creators get to pick the like, we don't pick the length of the ads, but we can pick like, you know, whether or not you have 3 ads to if you have like 11 unskippable ads, because at least, and this is the lesser of two evils. All right, they're both. I'm not about to give nobody no credit here, but at least on YouTube, there's hope for a skip button. You ain't skipping nothing on Twitch. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You gotta sit through it. But I'm like, we only have control over like, you know, keeping this ad break like a minute versus making it, you know, 5 minutes. But it's supposed to be my birthday. But yeah.
I say this every time I talk about ads, but I just want to make one thing clear. I understand that YouTube has to make money, and I understand that the content creators themselves have to make money too. But 90-second unskippable ads are ridiculous. I am both a content creator and a viewer of YouTube. I've been a viewer of YouTube since 2006.
Lord have mercy. Wait,
it doesn't matter how.
Since 6? I was 1. But no. Regardless, shit, I was a fan too. I just didn't know. But what was I finna say? Yeah, it's a part of it that's like, this is for your creator. You like this creator, you know, you let the ad play because, you know, like this gets them paid. This is what's keeping them here and able to provide the content that you want to see so much. But it's like, you're taking it way too far. You're taking it way too far. It's some of it that's going to the creator, and then the rest YouTube is just kind of siphoning. So it's like, you can tell that it's really just not, it's not from a place of like, oh, we're just paying your creator. No, it's definitely greed.
Any premium lights or whatever they want to call it that Neil Mohan and YouTube rolls out. At the end of the day, we all feel very insulted with the amount of ads that are being shoved down our throats every single day. And yes, obviously as a content creator, if you guys are skipping ads or using an ad blocker, it makes it so I don't make money when you're doing so. But at the end of the day, I can't blame you guys because again, 90-second unskippable ads are absolutely ridiculous. That is absolute insanity. And it just goes to the era of what YouTube was supposed to be. YouTube was supposed to be the alternative to TV. And now it's become just like TV, if not worse. And it's just kind of crazy that the like authentic YouTube creator and the authentic YouTube platform is dying. But yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. YouTube now has 30-second unskippable ads. I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous. Please leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more.
I'm going to check out Brave. I know it's not sponsored, but we'll figure it out. Because this can't be. Like I said, we got to start closing our mouths. We got to start closing it. I can't I can't. Our attention spans, right? We're already getting trained for our attention spans to be shorter, shorter, and shorter. And then you go throw 90-second plus ads in our face. Oh, you're evil. These niggas are evil. Like, but yeah. I got to skip that first one a little bit, but not really. It just didn't show. I still waited for the allotted time. But that's the video.